Liverpool is preparing to welcome back a number of key players to its squad ahead of the crunch fixture against United this weekend. Reds supporters will have rejoiced at the sight of Virgil van Dijk, Diogo Jota and Roberto Firmino, all of whom made the bench to face Everton earlier this week. All of a sudden, it appears that Liverpool boss Jürgen Klopp has a lot more options at his disposal following the return of these key personnel. One senses that the German will have one eye on next week's Champions League game against when it comes to picking his team to face, however. On top of this, the elephant in the room is that all of the players returning from injury will be lacking crucial match fitness potentially, something that will factor into Klopp's thoughts. Sweating on double Liverpool absence as Carlo Ancelotti faces two major doubts that said, given the importance of the next couple of games in calendar to the side's fortunes this season, one would not put it past the manager to take a couple of risks with his selections to ensure as much quality is on the pitch over the next week as possible. Anyway, through picking this team, the conundrum facing Jürgen Klopp when it comes to the selection for the trip to St. James Park becomes clear. One could argue that this is the more important game, given that Liverpool may not make it past the last 16 in the Champions League if they come unstuck against over two legs. This, of course, would then mean that only chance of Champions League qualification for next season would come through the league. One does not want to be glass half empty here, but it is the manager's job to weigh up any potential eventuality, and so it would not come as a surprise if Klopp's thought process reflected this truth. With Van Dijk just back from injury and 3 games in 8 days to come, the Dutchman could be eased back into action even though he is ready here. Fitting him into the week's fixtures is a puzzle for Klopp, assuming that Van Dijk cannot play all 3. The will remain fresh in Klopp's mind also with the performance from the Reds, a particularly strong one across the team that started the game. Here is the predicted team for the trip to St. James Park to face United on Saturday. Predicted Liverpool team: Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Gomez, Robertson, Henderson, Fabinho, Bajcetic, Salah, Gakpo, Nunez.